In the wealthiest part of the city stood a mansion so grand it looked like a palace. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, walls lined with priceless paintings, everything money could buy existed inside those gates. Yet every night, something priceless was missing. Peace. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the screams would begin. Not one scream, two. Sharp. Terrified. Childlike. Twin sisters Elena and Sophia, only 8 years old, would wake from sleep gasping for air, their small bodies shaking, eyes wide with terror. Servants ran. Nannies rushed. Doctors were called. Nothing worked. The millionaire father, Richard Hale, would sit outside their bedroom every night, suit jacket discarded, tie loosened, his head buried in his hands. He had built empires. He had crushed competitors. He had conquered markets. But he could not save his daughters from the darkness inside their dreams. The nightmares money couldn't buy away. Doctors came from around the world. Neurologists. Psychologists. Sleep specialists. Night terrors, they said. Trauma, they guessed. Give it time, they advised. But time only made it worse. The girls refused to sleep alone. Then they refused to sleep at all. Dark circles formed under their eyes. Their laughter disappeared. Their hands trembled even in daylight. One night, Sophia whispered to her sister, unaware her father was listening outside the door. "She's still there," Sophia said. Elena's voice shook. The woman in the dark. Richard's blood ran cold. "What woman?" he asked later. Neither girl answered. The maid no one noticed. When Maria arrived at the mansion, no one paid attention. She was thin. Quiet. Dressed in a faded uniform. Her shoes were old, her hands rough from years of cleaning houses that were never hers. She had lost her own child years ago. No one knew that. Maria cleaned floors during the day and wiped tears from her own memories at night. On her first evening, she heard the screams. She froze. Not because she was afraid, but because she recognized the sound. It was the sound of children crying for help, when no one truly listens. "May I sit with them?" That night, after another failed attempt by doctors, Maria approached the head housekeeper. "May I sit with the girls tonight?" she asked softly. The housekeeper laughed nervously. "You? They have nannies." "I won't disturb them," Maria said. "I'll just sit." Out of desperation, Richard agreed. At 2:12 a.m., Maria entered the girls' room. She didn't turn on the lights. She didn't speak. She simply sat on the floor between the beds and waited. When the screams came, she gently spoke. "You're safe," she whispered. "I'm here." The girls opened their eyes. For the first time, they didn't scream louder. The secret Maria knew. Night after night, Maria returned. She told no stories of princesses or monsters. Instead, she hummed a song. An old lullaby one her grandmother once sang during blackouts and bombings. Slow. Soft. Steady. The nightmares weakened. One night, Sophia finally spoke. "She stands near the mirror," Sophia whispered. "She cries." Maria closed her eyes. "She's not here to hurt you," Maria said. "She's lost." Elena grabbed her hand. "You can see her too?" Maria nodded. "I see pain when children are hurting. The truth comes out." Richard watched from the hallway one night. He saw his daughters asleep. Peacefully. For the first time in months. He confronted Maria the next morning. "What are you doing to them?" he asked. Maria didn't flinch. "I'm listening," she replied. Then she told him the truth. Months earlier, during renovations, the girls had witnessed a young maid being fired publicly, humiliated, crying, begging. A woman who reminded them of warmth and safety. That image buried itself in their minds, and returned every night as fear. No doctor asked them. Maria did. Healing without money. Richard fell to his knees. All his wealth useless. He apologized to his daughters. He apologized to Maria. And he did something no one expected. He rebuilt his house, but more importantly, he rebuilt his heart. He funded counseling for staff. He treated workers with dignity. He listened. The last night. On Maria's final night at the mansion, the girls hugged her tightly. "Don't go," Elena cried. Maria smiled softly. "I was never leaving you," she said. "You just won't need me like this anymore." That night, the girls slept. No screams. No tears. Just dreams. Epilogue. Years later, at a charity gala, two young women stood beside their father. When they saw an elderly maid in the crowd, they ran. "Maria!" The woman turned, tears falling. Kindness had returned, full circle. Because sometimes, the poorest person carries the richest cure of all. A listening heart.